The fear that I was diagnosed with cancer was really shocking to me, and I was a normal, healthy person. He sent it for biopsy, and later on, they found that the primary source is the lung. So, right there, I was thinking of the Paramagurus, and I totally surrendered to them. I said, I'll leave it to you, whatever happens. And then I didn't feel that I was a patient at all. Everything went so smoothly that somebody was holding my hand and walking me through all this. Last year at this time, I underwent a serious medical condition um, around June. My problem started with my left arm. It was hurting so badly that initially they gave me painkillers and all, thinking it's tendonitis, but it wouldn't go. So I had to go for MRI, and they found there was something wrong with it. And they sent me to an orthopedic oncologist, and he found that 80% of the bone in my arm had been taken over by this tumor. So this doctor is very hard to get hold of. My orthopedic doctor called him and arranged for it within a day. And then he said next day itself he'll do the next day was the weekend. He said he would do it on Monday. So Monday he did the surgery and reinforced my arm. And then he didn't do anything about the tumor. He sent it for biopsy, and later on they found that the primary source is the lung. So I was rather shocked about it, but you know, right there I was thinking of the Paramagurus, and I totally surrendered to them. I said, I'll leave it to you, whatever happens. And then everything happened very smoothly. Then they sent me to an oncologist. I was reluctant to go there. I was telling my husband and my daughter, why are you taking me there? I don't want to go there. But after going there and seeing the doctor, I felt a lot of relief. He said, this can be treated easily with a pill. You don't have to go through chemo and all that. And that gave me a lot of relief. And after that, they had sent the whole thing to the lab to find out which gene mutation it is. So unless they know the gene mutation, they can't treat me. So that took about 1.5 months for them to find out. In between, they did a little bit of radiation for my arm to shrink the tumor. And then that time Ammagaru came over. When Ammagaru came, we were all standing near the stage, and she said, come to Puri. Then I said, Amma, how can I come when I'm not well? At that time, I was not in a situation to travel at all. So another thing is, when I had my leg surgery, I saw Jagannath, Puri Jagannath in my dream. But I just thought maybe it is just this thing. I didn't anticipate I could come this far. In spite of my problem, I was there trying to help and help with the flowers and help with packing things and all. Nobody knows that I had this problem, and I never missed a single Paurnami except when there was snow. So I got involved with that and forgot about it. And just after Ammagaru came and went, my husband was feeling uneasy. So he went to the doctor, and doctor sent him to emergency. And there they found out there was some blockages, and he had to go through quadruple bypass. Normally, cardiologists won't give appointment that quickly. It so happened that a very good doctor, he's one of the best doctors, he came there and he said he will do the surgery. So he did it, and within 10 days he recovered and came home. Okay, and at the same time I had a fracture because my arm was hurting. I couldn't drive to see the doctor. I used to kick the door with the leg, and I had a shin fracture. And both of us were at the hospital, but my niece came out to help me. And within a week, my brother and sister-in-law came. So they took care of us and we didn't have any problem. So once we were recovered, after a month, they left. And then my friend came over for 10 days and she took care of us. So after that, I was fine and I was doing everything normally. I didn't feel that I was a patient at all. Everything went so smoothly that somebody was holding my hand and walking me through all this. Maybe it was my past karma I had to go through, but the treatment was very easy, and the pill initially didn't had some side effects, so the doctor changed over to another pill, and that has been perfect. I don't have any reaction to it, and within 7 months of treatment, it was completely over. Whichever doctor I went to, I felt he was bogar siddhar. And when Amma came to Dallas, I just mentioned I was not well. She said, put water near Bogar Siddhar's photo and pray to him. So I used to put water and drink it next morning. Every day I've been doing, except when I came here. So I thank all the Paramagurus for all the help, and I'm really grateful to them, and I completely surrender to them. And I didn't expect I would come to Puri this year, because uh, it was a serious condition. Now that I'm completely all right, I'm doing well, and I'm back to normal. I recommend everybody to have faith in the Gurus and complete surrenderance to the Paramagurus.